Hey everyone, so KeyWords. KeyWords is a feature in both Telescript AV and Telescript Pro. So today we're working inside Telescript AV, but everything I do in here today for KeyWords will also apply to Telescript Pro. So KeyWords are a very helpful tool in formatting scripts. It enables you to easily recall formatting that you intend to use throughout your scripts, and this includes formatting such as colors, attributes like font size, underline, bold, italics, stuff like that, as well as actual text. For instance, I have here some basic item headings and speaker names. If I want all of the item headings to look the same, here's how I can easily apply specific attributes to them. So what I would do is I would highlight the text like I normally would, and let's say I want to apply, let's want to make the text yellow, and say I want to set the background color to red. Okay, I can set them up. Okay, so now I've got that. Now let's say I want to change the font a little bit. Let's say I'm going to change the font to bold, and I want to make it, let's pick some other sort of a font here. Let's take Copperplate. And let's say I want to make it a little bit bigger, so I can make it bigger. So let's just say I want all of my items to look exactly like that. So what I would do is I would highlight it, go up to Edit, go down to Keyword, and I can click Store. Now obviously if you want to click the Control-Alt plus the location number that you'd like to store this in, you can go right ahead and do that. But instead of doing that for this pass, I'd like to go into the Keyword Manager. This is going to show you everything that you can do with your keyword. So the most important thing here is you've got all these things down here that you can check off. So since these keyword attributes I want to apply to each individual item here, I don't want to necessarily paste the text. So I'd like to uncheck Use Text. Okay? And I can click Store Keyword. Okay, now you can see it's item 1A. I can click Close. So now, if I want to apply it to every other item, just highlight the text, go back to Edit, Keyword, Retrieve, and I know I stored it in section 1, click 1. As you can see, this pastes all of these attributes right onto the text that you've selected. I can also use the keystrokes, Control Shift 1. Actually makes it even quicker to apply those attributes. So let's go back to that Keyword Manager for a second. Let's take a look at some of the things that you can do in here. As you can see, you have a number of controls that you can use. The top line obviously tells you where you're storing the attributes. So it's just this Keyword Bank 1-1. So what that means is you're storing the attributes into section 1 or location 1 in bank 1. Now down here you can see we have 10 banks, and in each bank you have 10 storable locations for a total of 100. And what you could do with these banks is, say for instance you work on a number of different shows and they all have different ways that you like to format your scripts. So you can assign a bank to each show, so that when you come back to that show after a hiatus, you can easily recall all of your formatting settings for that particular show. So now let's say I would like to format some of these headings. So let's say for the speaker headings, I'd like to put a couple of asterisks in, and I'd like to change the colors, and let's just say I want Chris's text to be red with a background color of, say, white. Let's say that's what's going to be Chris's speaker heading. Now I can highlight it, go to Edit, Keyword. Let's go to the Manager first. So now with this particular set of text that I've got highlighted, I want to use the keyword text. So I want to store it in location 2, store the keyword, and now I can close it. So now, every time I go through my script and I need to put a notation in for where Chris is going to speak, all I would do is do Control Shift 2, and there it is. And I would go ahead and I can do that with every other speaker. So let's say, for instance, for John, John's going to get a couple of dashes. And let's say I would like John to be, let's say I want him to be all caps. And as far as colors go, I want him to have blue text with a red background. Okay, so now I would take John. Once again, I can also do the hotkeys for these. So I would do Control-Alt-3 to store that. And now as I move down the script, and John is going to be the speaker, Control-Shift-3. And I can go ahead and do that for all the speakers. Now, this is a huge time saver because by using keywords, you don't have to manually add all these attributes individually as you move through formatting the script. One other note, that these keywords are stored locally on your computer, so they'll always be available to you. And the keyword settings file is located in your Documents folder. So let me show you here on mine. So if I went to Explore, go to my Documents folder, go down to Telescript AV Data, you can see there's a keyword folder. So as you can see, here is the default keyword file. This file can be copied and you can place it in the same folder on another computer, so you or another operator can access all the keywords on any computer that you have in your arsenal. So you've got continuity through any computer that you have as far as the keywords go. You will always have access to them. Also, if you want to save the keyword file name something different from Telescript's default name, you can also do that in the Keyword Manager. So let's go back to Keyword Manager. And here, let's say I want to save this as something different. Let's say I want to save it as the name of the show I'm working on. Now you may want to do this if you have a lot of keywords set up for a specific show and you want to keep them separate from the keywords that you've set up that you use on a regular basis. Just a kind of another way to organize your keywords. This is a very unique feature that's available in both Telescript AV and Pro that not a lot of operators actually use. But now that you know about this feature, I'm sure that it's going to help you format scripts in a much more timely fashion.